So in this video, we're going to write a delete mapping, and we're going to see how can we use the HTTP delete method to delete a product from our list. So I'm going to say a delete mapping, and we want to have the scenario where we have, let's say, a delete here, and I specify an ID, and the product with that ID gets deleted. So that's going to be a delete mapping, and we're very similar to the get product by ID. We're going to have the product ID as a path variable. So this implementation I'm going to copy because it's going to be quite similar, although just the name of the method here, we want to have it delete product by ID. Okay, so now let's see what are we having here. So we're returning a product. Now I'm not going to return anything. I'm just going to return, let's just return a string in this case, or I don't know, or something like that. So we're going to return a status okay here. Delete it, I'm gonna say. And what I'm gonna do here, what I'm gonna write, I'm gonna take the product list, remove if, I'm gonna use the remove if, and I'm gonna add a predicate here. The predicate's gonna be product if the product ID is equal to the ID that we passed to the method here, and that's if that's the ID that we want to delete. Now I'm not adding any exception handling, any checking if that product with that ID exists, but that ideally would have to be added here, like some kind of checks and some kind of exceptions. But for the demonstration purposes right now, I'm not adding that, so I'm just going and deleting a product with that ID. So what are we going to do here? So we have a delete mapping that's going to be an HTTP delete method that's going to get received here by this handler. It's going to remove the item from the product list, and it's going to say it's going to return back deleted as a string, as it was successful. I'm going to restart the application, and we're going to go ahead and test it out. But before we tested it out, I first have to add some products, because with each restart, our list is getting reset, and it has 0 products. So if I go, so I just created one product with ID 3 right now. If I go ahead and get all the products, there's that product with ID 3. I'm going to go create another one. So let me just create another one here, just for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to go ahead, and now as you can see, we got 2 products. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create another request. And in this time, we're going to be using the delete HTTP method. This is going to be the route, and let's delete the product with ID 2. So remember, we have 2 products, one with ID 2, one with ID 3 that I just created, and I'm going to delete the product with ID 2. So I'm just going to specify the ID as a path variable right here, and I'm going to click send. We get 200 OK status, and we get back the deleted string that we just returned. And now if I go ahead and list all the products again, you can see that we no longer have the product with ID 2 in the list. Now I can go ahead and proceed deleting the product with ID 3. So I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to specify that I want to delete the product with ID 3, and I'm going to click send. And what's going to happen? Deleted. I go back, I list all the products. The product is no longer there, and we now have an empty list because we deleted both of the products that we had in the list. So that's how would we implement a delete mapping in order to delete a product from our list here. So that's going to be it for this video.